Hey guys, alrighty, so overnight we were looking for the sell-off. Did play out pretty perfect actually. So far, that is to say, we have had the rejection I was looking for. Both ES and NQ did break through 8 EMA support. That kind of puts really the 25,700 and 6940 area as our key support to watch. We are sitting over EMA right now. So this is kind of what we've seen a lot, where we get these nice setups and then we get a big bounce, or we get a nice push and then we get a big rejection. And then we're sitting here wondering, okay, so is this going to be like the last 3 days, or 2 days really, a failed breakdown, and the bulls are going to use this as a support bounce to take us back up to, 25,900 and 6980 area? Or is this just a retest of higher resistance before we push lower? So again, the daily setup was the downside. I do still think a closure under 8 EMA support today is plausible. And something I'm thinking about for tomorrow is, one, we have the unemployment rate coming out at 8:30, which will be a big data point. Jolts yesterday did send us lower. And then also tomorrow, 10 a.m., supposedly, the Supreme Court's supposed to release an opinion on the tariff. So that is both two big market-moving data pieces for tomorrow. So we could see some pre-movement on that, especially from the VIX. If we get, which right now the VIX did break out over its 20 EMA, and it's pushing towards its 50. If we see that big VIX breakout for the anticipation of that data and news, again, this could take market lower. So we have a really, really nice pre-market setup here. I'm watching this 69.45 to 69.58, and you can see perfectly we have 35 on the downside and about 70 to the upside as our target. Same thing here over on NQ. We are watching this 748 to really 805 area. Upside, you could really say upside is up to the 900 area. And then downside here is to the 677 area. So again, we have a really, really nice range. We're just going to kind of wait for the range to do its thing and execute from there. Today, my first play of the day is going to be a quick scalp. My funded futures and Lucid just need $150 to secure the daily goal there. And then I have new Tradeify Select accounts. They are the 5-day payout accounts that I'll be working on. It will be day 1 of 5 for those. So after I secure my first play, or hopefully first play and profit for the My Funded Futures and Lucid, you'll see me switch over and we will continue to trade a little bit and see if we can put some profit into those and kind of go from there. So. Yeah, so Holo, these are through Tradeify. They have a new plan. It's called the Select plan. Basically, it gives you 2 options. So the eval is a 3-day eval, which I don't love, but it is what it is. And then once you pass the eval, it gives you an option. You can choose the daily payout option, where then you need to make a buffer. And after you make your buffer, which is $2,100, anything over that up to $1,500 in profit daily, you can take out. So if you made $3,600 your first day, you can go ahead and pull $1,500 out. It's pretty cool, actually. It's actually a pretty solid plan. And then For me, though, it's not me. I mean, to make $3,600 in a day is a little rough. I don't know. I mean, I could probably do it if I really wanted to, but I really wouldn't want to. And then the other plan that I chose is the select 5-day. So basically what this is you have every 5 days you can take a payout. The max payout is 50% up to the 3K cap. So essentially, if you make 6K over 5 days, you can pull out 3,000 per account. So that's my goal, is this pushes towards the 6,000, and then from there I'll try to make my money. So, all right. So NQ is pushing through right now, 25,748. It looks like this downside is going to be pretty clean here. Not too bad. ES lagging a little bit though. So ES is just kind of sitting in that range. So we're going to kind of see how this plays out here. I do think downside is obviously the play, but we'll kind of see where we go. So once again, markets are diverging. Always a fun time when that is happening. Yesterday, NQ was the strength while ES was the weakness. Today, now NQ is the weakness while ES is the strength. Again, generally speaking, I believe in downside.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Boy, that was a terrible fill, but that's okay. Man, they filled me almost like 3 points off of where I clicked there, but looking for this downside here. They're probably going to stop me out, though. That was...
Stop filled.
Yeah, everybody else got stopped out.
Stop filled.
That was a really bad fill. That was... Volatility came in there and just got me there. And then they go, of course, down to get me. Or go past, they're going lower here now, of course, so. Well, good play there. Unfortunately, they stopped me out there. I mean, again, I didn't have a very good entry, though, so. Okay, and this new 5-minute candle, I'm going to look for my flush lower here. Man, that was the play too. That sucks. It is what it is. Again, I mean, sometimes market moves like that. It is what it is. We'll keep looking for downside here. Okay, so let's look for a little bounce here. We have great very, very strong sellers. VIX is pushing up. I would love to see a bounce before we jump into the short here. Likely back up into the 730 area. It's potential that we do keep pushing lower and we don't get the bounce, but statistically speaking, we should see the bounce here. So we could even go back to 748 area first, but again, I like the downside here. ES still holding its range though, so that is interesting. Again, I still think downside's coming. Okay, let's get in this short here. Still looks good to the downside. I think we're going to see 664 here. ES, man. ES is pushing. They're going to probably stop us out again. Yep. Dang. ES is not letting this go lower. Whew. Got stopped out by about 6 points there.
Order filled.
Okay, back in. ES with a big rejection now. Again, if ES flushes, again, 664 is my target, if not lower. 595 to 614 is the next one below that. I think once again, just like the first play of the day, I think we got swept out, and then now it's going to see the drop. Wow, what a bounce. We're sitting right on the 8 EMA support of the daily, so this once this flushes, this should be a pretty big flush. Not gonna break even.
Stop filled.
That was goofy, but I took 20 points to get back in, so recover a little bit of stop loss there. All right, so we're under ORB. We are sitting on key demand right now, though. That's 664 to 674, so we did hit target. And now 692 is our 5-minute ORB support that we're, or resistance rather, that we're watching. Surprisingly, ES is still holding its range, so that is intriguing to say the least. We have, again, extremely aggressive sellers on NQ. So I see zero reason to be looking for upside, rather, but the ES upside is holding back the downside a little bit here. I'm going to hold here. I'm going to be patient. I see a short right now. Oh, I'm sorry. The dumb dog. 1 second. Sorry about that. Stupid dog. Again, I am seeing the short here. I'm a little worried about it just because we are sitting on this demand and support area, and that could lead to a bounce here, but, oh, wow, okay, well, I wish I would have taken it. There it is. So, again, I was thinking about it, but I didn't like the short into demand right there. We did get a massive pop right there on the VIX, so that's interesting. So, interesting move here. Let's see where we close this 15-minute candle and kind of go from there. This is a pretty nice, almost 200-point sell-off. It's very wicky, though, as we have seen, so I am a little concerned, obviously, that I could get wicked out before the big play happens. Let's see if ES can close under this 69.45 area or not. We're coming into 614. That was my next target. Sorry, the dumb dog. She thinks she's the biggest guard dog ever, but she's just stupid. She barks at everything. All right, so here's 614. That was my target. Let's see where we close here in about 20 seconds. Okay, and ES lost range support. I like that. We had a pretty big reaction to the downside here, so I do wonder if we're going to come back up to 69.45 and maybe 25.664 first, but gosh, it's looking like it just wants to keep drilling, so tough. I hate to chase the short here, but we're going to chase the short here. They'll probably make me regret chasing the short, I'm guessing. But it looks good. It looks like we're going to free fall. I mean, we have, nope. We have strong sellers. VIX is pumping. They're probably going to push up though, aren't they?
Stop fill.
Darn, man. I'm just getting chopped up. I guess maybe I'm expecting too much continuation. I mean, again, with the sellers and the movement we have, we are getting the continuation, but they are just reversing it like you're seeing right here pretty quickly. So it's the same thing, kind of like, you know, the other short right before this one. We were sitting on that demand, and I was like, I don't know if we're going to go, but then boom, it does go. So it's tough. You know, these big moves are really tough. But gosh, look at this pop. Big recovery, wow. VIX just completely gave back that whole drop. All right, well, now we're back at resistance here. So 692 is our ORB resistance. We'll see where our 5-minute closes here. ES is trying to look pretty strong. They're trying to basically save this from a big sell-off. We came down on NQ, touched 20 EMA support, that 25,600, and now we got a big bounce. So ES is not on the short side today, as of now. Man, ES is about to push through. Well, I wonder if ES is going to come up to the 69.57 area, touch it, and kind of reject. And ES and NQ might reject this 25,664 and push lower. So we might get a short opportunity here. Let's see. Let's see if we can touch 664 one more time, and then we'll look for a short. It might not even give it to us, though.
filled.
Okay, I took the short here.
Order filled.
Throw 2 on here. See what we get. About as good as odd as we're going to get that this is going to flush. And ES is refusing once again to push lower. And once again, I'm in the short as they're doing that. Man.
Stop filled.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting chopped up. I don't even know. I mean, again, great 5. I guess the VIX is just dumping so much right here that this might just break out. It might be the big pop coming. I wonder if they're going to try to run this back to high day now. ES looks just so strong. Once again, wicked out. Just not going well. Be patient here. Let's kind of see where this 5-minute candle closes. I mean, honestly, I still like the downside on NQ, but it's hard to trust it now because, I mean, ES, I mean, I guess with the VIX dumping, though, I got to trust the upside. That this is going to just recover. ES is just so strong for some reason. ES is about to push through 69.58. That's that critical resistance from pre-market range. And VIX has pretty much completely dropped, given up that whole spike. Now it's back down to 15.5, so that's a pretty good rejection there. Again, now, I mean, I guess I got to start looking for a long here. As I say that, there's the big slap.
Order filled.
Trying the short here again. I'm probably regret it, I'm guessing, but it looks good. I mean, again, the rejection is there. It's hard to ignore it. I mean, it's on NQ, we still have such wildly aggressive sellers. It's hard to believe that we're not going to, there we go. I want to say it's hard to believe that we're not going to just see a massive drop here. I'm setting the break even. I took my trail off because I'm trying to capture a bigger move. I'm in recovery mode here, so let's see if we can get a big drop. If we can get through 614, that's that daily 20 EMA support. This should see a really large sell-off. I thought I took my trail off, but I guess I didn't. We got to get ES back under 69.49.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, set a break even. I added a contract. I'm going to hold my 20-point break even here. Okay. So 20-point break even. Definitely needed that little bit of a recovery there. I was down quite a bit. So now I'm back to down just a little bit. But once again, there we go, big bounce. Right off 614. Gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Again, we have very, very, very aggressive sellers, but ES is refusing to cooperate, so that makes it quite difficult here. I did unfortunately lose my Tradeify, my brand new account, so that really does suck. It is what it is, but would have liked to have obviously given those a fighting chance. But unfortunately, they just didn't work out today. It's okay. My funded futures and Lucid, they're down about 900 right now. Again, I just need to get to about $150 on the day there. So trying to trade lightly here. Smart trading. Don't need to be a hero. Don't need to get crazy. Okay, here's 614 again. Let's see, we got 20 seconds here to close under it. Ideally, if we can get ES under 69.49, really under 69.45, I think this is going to keep going lower. Okay, we got our closure. I hate to chase once again, but gosh, the short it's right there. Okay, so let's get this little pop. 614 is our 15-minute ORB resistance, so that's touch and reject. We closed under ORB. Gosh, I hope they don't take us back to 660, but they might. All right, I'm taking. I'm in the short. I'm in the short.
Order filled.
Okay, looking good. Let's say 538 target. Oh, don't you dare wick up on me. Okay, there was the hunt. We'll lock our break even in. See if we can get our 30. I might be a little off on my calculations of how much profit I need to get my green day, but again, it's around that 562 there. It's about 30 points. It looks good for the downside, that's for sure, but you know how this has been. I think we'll lock in. Okay.
Stop fill.
All right, stopped out at break even. Oh, that was dirty. They came up and got us, and then boom. Came up and got us, and then stopped us out.
Order filled.
These bounces are brutal. Still looking for the downside. We never even got, oh yeah, we didn't even get my 62. That was my previous target I needed on my other short. So now I need 551. Again, I still like the downside. We still have just an unbelievably incredible amount of sellers.
Stop fill.
I honestly have no idea, zero idea how ES is holding us up right now. I really don't understand how ES is able to push us higher because they have no buyers. There is just so much selling on NQ. I really can't understand it. All right, ES is going for 69.58. If that pumps through, that might be the nail in the the bear's coffin here. ES is going for it. I wonder if NQ is going to do it. If NQ can recover through 674, then we might have a ginormous long play up to high a day. Okay, we got a minute and a half to close. Gosh, it looks strong. All right, we're in.
Order filled.
We are in. Man, these fills have been just terrible today. Okay, ES, massive breakout here. Massive breakout through ORB resistance, through overnight range resistance. VX and VIX are now straight dumping. I think this is our breakout. We might even see 750 area on NQ now. The only thing I'm worried about here is that they've been brutal with these stop loss hunts. They could come down and sweep us out of this long first and then see the major pump. I'm hoping they don't. That big green candle looks strong. We're touching this resistance here, or the support now, as potentially turning resistance into support. So we'll see what we get here. But generally speaking, again, I like the upside here. Just kind of watching. VX and VIX are still dropping. We lost a lot of the sellers on NQ. There are now some buyers on ES. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now this 5-minute candle has to push green, has to push through 693, and then that will be the trigger for boom, upside. Okay, big close here. Minute and a half to close here. See where they take us. NQ is looking good. ES pulled back a little bit, but it's holding previous ORB support. That's 69.58. So that's a good bounce spot. NQ's just kind of died out here, though, at the 25.682. Again, I'd like to see it get through 693. Maybe it'll be on next candle, but looking for some upside. Okay, 30 seconds. Still see no reason to close my long. I honestly considering adding to the long because that's what I do sometimes when it's when we're down. VIX still falling. We're just kind of still at a critical rejection point here on NQ, this 5 EMA. I think once we pump through, though, it's gone. It's going to rip. ES is pushing. Just waiting for that push on NQ.
Order filled.
Okay, there was the 692 test. It did reject initially. Let's see if we can actually push through it, though. We broke the previous high of the 15-minute candle. So did ES. Okay, ES is getting some strength here. VIX is dropping through its support here. I mean, this looks pretty good for a breakout. Again, we are holding 664 and 674 as really nice support here too. It's just a matter of, can it get through that level? If it loses 664, this might free fall. Man, this thing is just coiling. A move is coming. A move is coming. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's tag it. Let's tag it. Come on, baby. $6.92, we're testing it. We're still not through it all the way. We got 7 seconds to get through it. Doesn't look like they're going to do it. Come on, push up a little bit here. Nope, did not get through it. See what happens on this candle, though, if they go back for it. That $6.93 is just a little bit of, how do we say, a bitch.
Stop filled.
All right. I took a couple points there. You're going to call me crazy, but I'm starting to like a short here. With this ORB rejection and also the rejection off of 15-minute 5 EMA resistance, and ES is failing to keep pushing through too, I'm starting to wonder if we're going to get a big short rejection back down here to 614 area. Of course, as I say that, they're now making the push for 692 again. VIX just made a new low, so never mind on the short.
Order filled.
I took the short. I like the short. It looks good. It might stop me out. We'll see. But this rejection just looks too strong. And maybe we're going to push right through. And maybe I'm just short biased today. I don't know. But 692 refuses to break. And this could set up a 15-minute double top too. And if that does, again, that's really, really bearish. So, I'm like, there we go. Here we go. Okay, getting something started here. Excuse me. Now, if we could just straight flush back to 614. I can lock my day in. I can be happy. We can call it a day. I can go do what I need to do. Okay, we got a minute to close here. I would like to see this close under 664. If we close there, okay, there she goes. Man, come on. Just cannot get on the right side of anything today. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down. This has just been a rough day. This price action's eating me up. So, I'll see you guys later.